Darby's confession was multifaceted. On one hand, it revealed the immense personal loss she feels at the thought of a dear friend and co-star suffering such a fate. On the other hand, it highlighted the emotional toll that the relentless pressures of reality TV and public scrutiny can have on an individual's mental health. Her tears, captured live on national television, served as a visceral reminder that even those who seem to have it all together can be shattered by the weight of personal and professional trials. In an era where vulnerability is often hidden behind carefully curated images and scripted reality, Darby's open display of emotion is both refreshing and deeply moving. It invites viewers to see beyond the manufactured drama of reality TV and recognize the genuine pain and complexity that underpins every decision, every moment of crisis, and every act of courage. For decades, Karen Huger has been known as the Grand Dame of Potomac, a woman whose commanding presence, razor-sharp wit, and uncompromising sense of style have made her one of the most iconic figures in reality television. Her rise to fame was marked by a series of bold statements, dramatic confrontations, and unforgettable moments that have cemented her status as a cultural icon. But as the saying goes, with great power comes great responsibility, and sometimes, even greater consequences. Huger's legal troubles, stemming from a car accident that resulted in serious charges, have now cast a long shadow over her legacy. The fact that she was found guilty on nearly all counts is a bitter pill to swallow for her fans, many of whom have idolized her for years. The sentencing, delivered with the cold finality of a judge's gavel, represents a dramatic turning point in her career, a moment when the persona that once dominated the screen must now confront the harsh realities of the legal system. In many ways, Huger's fall from grace is emblematic of a broader cultural shift. In an age where accountability is paramount and the public's tolerance for misconduct is dwindling, even the most revered celebrities are not immune to the consequences of their actions. As Karen Huger prepares to serve her sentence, the world watches with bated breath, wondering how this chapter will ultimately redefine not only her own life but also the entire ecosystem of reality TV. No story of celebrity downfall is complete without an exploration of its impact on those closest to the individual. In the case of Karen Huger, the emotional reverberations are being felt by every member of the Real Housewives of Potomac family. For Ashley Darby, whose tearful outburst has captured the attention of millions, the pain is deeply personal. It is the pain of watching a friend and mentor, the person who once lit up every room with her presence, being forced to face a future behind bars. Gizelle Bryant's reaction at City Winery further underscores this collective sense of loss and concern. When Bryant said, "I do not have her wigs. I am concerned," she encapsulated the blend of humor and heartache that has come to define the Potomac dynamic. The statement, while laced with a characteristic quip about Karen's signature style, reveals an undercurrent of genuine worry for her well-being. Bryant's promise to visit Huger and her candid admission that she is shook by the news speak volumes about the deep emotional bonds that tie this group together, a family that, despite its many public conflicts, is united by a shared history and an unwavering commitment to one another. Moreover, the reactions of the RHOP cast members highlight a broader truth, that behind every scandal, every headline, there are real people grappling with real emotions. The legal battles, the public scrutiny, and the media frenzy are not mere entertainment fodder, they are life-altering events that leave scars on those who must live with them every day. In closing, let us not lose sight of the fact that behind every headline, every sensational quote, and every dramatic courtroom moment, there is a human story. Karen Huger, Ashley Darby, Gizelle Bryant, and the rest of the Real Housewives of Potomac are more than just reality TV stars, they are individuals with hopes, fears, dreams, and vulnerabilities. Their struggles and triumphs resonate with millions of people who see in their stories reflections of their own lives. Ashley Darby's tearful plea for prayers, Gizelle Bryant's concern for her co-star's safety, and the collective outpouring of support from fans around the world remind us that even in a world dominated by spectacle and scandal, compassion and empathy remain at the heart of what it means to be human. As we continue to follow this dramatic saga, we invite you, our viewers, to join the conversation. Share your thoughts on social media, engage in the debate about celebrity accountability, and most importantly, remember that behind every sensational moment is a story of real people facing real challenges. It is through this lens of understanding that we can hope to build a future where justice, compassion, and redemption are not mutually exclusive, but rather interwoven threads in the fabric of our shared human experience. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our extended, in-depth special report on the shocking sentencing of Karen Huger and the emotional reaction of Ashley Darby, a story that has captivated hearts, stirred passions, and ignited a national conversation about the price of fame and the true cost of accountability. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: the legacy of this moment will resonate far beyond the confines of reality television, leaving an indelible mark on the cultural landscape for years to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the highs and lows of one of the most sensational stories of our time. Stay tuned for further updates as this dramatic saga continues to unfold, and remember, in the world of Real Housewives of Potomac, nothing is ever as it seems, and every moment is a chance for redemption, revelation, and renewal. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's extended special report on one of the most shocking and emotionally charged stories to hit the reality TV scene in recent memory. I'm your host, delivering the unvarnished truth and in-depth analysis you crave about the latest developments on Real Housewives of Potomac. In a saga that has left fans reeling and cast a dark cloud over the Potomac elite, star Ashley Darby was seen crying like a baby after hearing the life-altering news that Karen Huger, the iconic grand dame of the series, is now facing jail time. Over the course of the next several hours, yes, we're going deep into every twist and turn of this story. We will dissect every aspect of this dramatic sentencing, explore the emotional fallout among the RHOP family, and analyze the legal, social, and cultural implications that ripple far beyond the confines of reality television. So, grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and prepare for a comprehensive journey through a narrative that is as heartbreaking as it is sensational. On Wednesday, February 26, a judge delivered a verdict that has forever altered the lives of those in the RHOP universe. Karen Huger, 61, known to many as the indomitable Grand Dame of Potomac, was sentenced to 2 years in jail with 1 year suspended, meaning she will ultimately serve 1 full year behind bars. Ordered to report directly to police custody, this sentencing comes on the heels of charges stemming from a March 2024 car accident, in which Huger was accused of DUI, DWI, and reckless driving. While she was found guilty on nearly all charges except for reckless driving, the verdict sent shockwaves through both the legal community and the loyal fan base of RHOP. For those unfamiliar with the high-stakes drama that now envelopes Karen Huger's life, let me break it down. This isn't merely another headline in the annals of celebrity mishaps, this is a legal and emotional watershed moment. The courtroom drama, the passionate statements from attorneys, and the subsequent public outcry have all combined to make this one of the most talked about moments in recent reality TV history. Now, let's turn our attention to the emotional core of tonight's story: Ashley Darby. On Thursday, February 27, during her appearance on the Tamron Hall show, Darby, 36, could no longer contain her feelings upon hearing the news of Karen Huger's sentencing. In a moment that has since gone viral across social media platforms, she was heard pleading, "I really do encourage everyone to keep Karen in your prayers," revealing that the news hit her particularly hard as she learned of it on the train en route to the show. For Darby, the reaction was visceral. "Cried like a baby" is not just a colorful phrase, it encapsulates the raw pain and emotional vulnerability of a woman who not only considers Huger a longtime co-star and friend but also part of a chosen family that has weathered countless storms together. Her tears, visible and heartfelt, offer a window into the deep bonds that tie the RHOP family together, despite the many public squabbles and headline-grabbing controversies over the years. The fallout from Karen Huger's sentencing has reverberated throughout the entire Real Housewives of Potomac cast. While Ashley Darby's tearful display stole the spotlight, she wasn't alone in her shock and concern. Gizelle Bryant, another founding member of the show who has shared the screen with Huger since the series' inception in 2016, was equally vocal in expressing her dismay. At a recent event at City Winery during her Gizelle 21 Shady Questions Live, Bryant remarked, "I do not have her wigs. "I am concerned," a statement that, while laced with her signature humor, underscored the gravity of the situation. Sonnet with fans and critics alike, as they reveal an underlying worry not just for Karen's physical safety in jail but also for the profound emotional and psychological toll such a sentence can take on someone who has long been the matriarch of the Potomac Circle. Her pledge to absolutely visit Huger, and her subsequent text exchange with none other than Andy Cohen, further illustrate the tight-knit nature of this group, a family that, despite its internal conflicts, is bound by loyalty and shared history. Let's now pivot to the legal aspects of this saga, where the story becomes as intricate as it is sensational. Karen Huger's legal woes began with a car accident in March 2024, a seemingly routine incident that escalated into a full-blown criminal case. The charges leveled against her were severe DUI, DWI, and reckless driving. In December 2024, after what must have been an emotionally draining trial, Huger was found guilty on almost every count. Her lawyer, Scott Bolden, issued a statement at the time, expressing disappointment in the jury's verdict while also hinting at the possibility of an appeal. Bolden's statement read, "Although we are disappointed in the jury's verdict, we of course respect their decision and appreciate their time hearing our case. We continue to reserve Mrs. Huger's right to an appeal and intend to fully pursue justice on her behalf." For many legal observers, this statement was a clear indication that Huger's legal team was far from defeated. They were already laying the groundwork for a potential fight back against what they believed was an unjust decision. Yet, the sentencing was swift and impactful: 2 years in jail, with 1 year suspended. In practical terms, this means that Huger will spend 1 full year in incarceration. The sentence, while harsh, also carries an element of hope that Huger might have a chance to rebuild her life after her release. However, the reality of spending a year behind bars is a daunting prospect for anyone, let alone a woman who has long been a central figure in a world defined by glamour and public adoration. Beyond the courtroom and the tearful tributes, this case raises significant questions about the intersection of celebrity, accountability, and public perception in today's media landscape. Reality television, for all its glitz and drama, often blurs the line between personal life and public spectacle. When a beloved figure like Karen Huger faces real legal consequences, it forces us to confront a paradox: the very traits that have made her a household name, her larger-than-life persona, her unabashed display of emotion, her unyielding independence, are now under a microscope in a way that few other celebrities ever experience. For viewers, the sentencing is a stark reminder that no one, no matter how famous, is above the law. It also underscores the intense scrutiny that reality TV stars endure, where every misstep, every scandal, is broadcast to millions of people. In a world where social media has turned every moment into potential news, the sentencing of Karen Huger serves as both a cautionary tale and a moment of reflection on the real-life consequences that accompany public life. Returning to Ashley Darby, her reaction on the Tamron Hall show was not just a moment of personal vulnerability, it was a powerful statement about the bonds of friendship and the deep emotional currents that run beneath the surface of the Potomac family. When Darby tearfully urged viewers to keep Karen in your prayers, it was a plea for solidarity, a call to remember that behind every headline is a human being facing unimaginable challenges.